Hello and welcome to your 6 o'clock news at midnight. I am your anchor, Keith, my hairy little aff. In recent news, man in Birmingham City escapes from jail and gets tired of being in lockdown, so he proceeds to go and buy a physical copy of Black Ops Cold War and gets apprehended by the police and sent back to jail. People on the internet everywhere roast this man because he could have just stayed home in lockdown and purchased a digital copy. Oh my gosh, yes, that's true. And in other news, I went nuclear with the LW3 Tundra here in Snipers Only TDM. My advice to anybody that is going for this very nuclear challenge and is trying to get the Snipers Only nuke done, where, you know, only using your sniper rifle to get any kills, I definitely recommend going into the Snipers Only mosh pit for a couple of reasons. One, the skill-based matchmaking in the Snipers Only mosh pit and other sort of, what do you call them, special playlist things. In these, in like the Snipers Only mosh pit, the skill base just feels a little weaker than in normal matchmaking and regular like quick play matchmaking. So it might be a little bit easier in that regard, and also you're not going to be getting challenged by automatics and shotguns and shit like that. You're not going to be getting outclassed by like LMGs and shotguns at close range and everything. You don't have to worry about any of that because everybody's trying to hit some clips or something like that, or level up their snipers in this mode. So really all you have to worry about is just, you know, making sure that you're out of other people's sight lines, taking cover, using head glitches, and satellite is definitely going to be my go-to. This is probably my favorite map to go for nuclears on, just because if you're able to take control of this hill right here where the B flag is in domination, you just run the place. You run that shit, dude. You can see like pretty much everything on the map aside from what's directly behind the nose of the plane right there on my left side. But yeah, you can see. It's just so easy to control spawns when you get control of this. But then again, it is also really difficult to gain control of this hill once the enemy team has it. And if you've got teammates that don't care about capping objectives or anything like that, or like to just sit back in their spawn and try to hard scope people from across the map, you're gonna have a tough time getting and keeping control of that B flag. So, you know, sometimes it's just not worth it, and you should just like go low and flank, which is why I love this map so much. There's just so it just flows so well, in my opinion. It's one of the better maps that they have on this game. That's OG and not a remake map like Raid. Raid is always going to be a top tier map no matter what. But yeah, this map is definitely one of my favorites for sure, for sure. But yeah, my intro right there at the beginning of the video, inspired by Whose Line Is It Anyway? That show is so fucking funny. If you guys are looking for something hilarious to watch and have a good time, I definitely recommend watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? I was just feeling nostalgic the other day, thinking about like old TV shows I used to watch in the early 2000s, and I ended up looking up Whose Line Is It Anyway clips on YouTube, and goddamn, they are as funny today, maybe even funnier today than they were when I was a kid in early 2000s, because, I mean, now I understand a lot more of the jokes. But yeah, Whose Line Is It Anyway is just a great show. You gotta check that out. And, you know, I don't know what to talk about. I never write anything down when I do these videos. I just sort of start rambling on about anything, obviously. Let's talk about snipers. We're using the LW3 Tundra right here. Clearly the best out of the 3 snipers that we have available right now, in my opinion. It just has the highest potential for a one-shot kill over the M82 and the Pellington, and it's got the good middle ground aim down sight speed. It's not as slow as the M82, but it's not quite as fast as the Pellington. The Pellington's awesome. It's great because you can take people down super duper fast. And actually quick scope with it, and it doesn't look ugly as all goddamn. But it's just in my opinion, the best out of the 3 snipers that we have right now. And another thing about the aim down sight speeds, I don't understand. Like the snipers in this game feel so weird compared to snipers in other games in general, not even just COD games. Because if you'll look right here at the animation, I'm not going to slow anything down for you, but if you just pay attention to the way your character aims down sights with the sniper rifles, they do this weird thing where they pull it back like to their shoulder and then bring it up to their eye. It goes backward and then up to your face. But with literally every other gun in this game, when you aim down sights, it's just a solid fluid movement from holding it at hip fire to going into your sight. It just, but they just added this weird fucking like, you know, adjusting your fucking shoulder shit with the snipers, and it just makes them feel really weird compared to other games. I don't know, but I'm hoping that with the whenever they fucking decide to release it, the ZRG 20mm, I think it's called, I'm really hoping it's at least decent. I hope it's somewhat of a competitor to the LW3 Tundra, because we all know with Modern Warfare 2019, it took them like 4 seasons or something like that to even think about adding a new sniper rifle to that game, and when they did, it was just crap. It was the Rytec AMR they added, I'm pretty sure in like season 4. And it was just like a Dragunov that was a little bit stronger. And yeah, I went out of my way to get an Obsidian and hit some clips with it and all that. But after I got an Obsidian, I couldn't bring myself to continue using it because it's just outclassed by all the other long-range weapons. The Kar 98, the HDR, just the one-hit potential on the HDR is just so good. And I'm hoping that they don't make that mistake with the ZRG 20mm. I hope it's a decent one-shot kill with decent aim down sight speed. You can give it idle sway. I don't care. Idle sway, I feel like, helps me sometimes when I'm sniping. You know, sometimes my shot will be centered, won't quite be centered on someone, but then that idle sway will just swing me just an inch over right onto their head, and I'll be able to get the kill because of it. So, you know, if they decide to make, you know, the idle sway or something like that, balance it with the idle sway, I think that would be good. Because god damn it, I'm just so tired of getting poop sniper rifles. The Pellington hit markers constantly for me, and the M82 is just so slow. Like you just can't do anything. There are people that get really good with the M82. Don't get me wrong. There are people that slay shit with the M82, but I just can't. It's just such a headache-inducing pile of garbage. I didn't even bother to try and go nuclear with it in this snipers only mode. I'll tell you right now, I went nuclear with this, the LW3 Tundra, and then I went nuclear with the Pellington as well. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But I tried to go nuclear with the M82 as well, and I just had to give up. It was just, you know, even in the snipers only mode, not being outclassed by automatics and shotguns, just being outclassed by literally every other sniper rifle in that, it's just so horrible. The people with the Pellington are going to be quicker than you, and people with the Tundra are going to kill you with one shot if they even see you. And your M82 is probably going to hit marker somebody and give away your position, or you're going to take too long to scope in on somebody and you're just going to go down. So it just was not worth it for me in my opinion. It's just so bad. I'm also looking forward to the crossbow. I like the crossbow a lot in Modern Warfare 2019. It's a one-shot kill. It's pretty, you know, you can pull off some fucking fancy shit with that, you know, like with throwing knives and everything, because, you know, you're gonna have to, you can only shoot once, and then you have to like load another bolt in and everything. I imagine they're gonna have an attachment for like a quick loader bolt sort of thing to make it a little faster. But still, the skill ceiling with it, the fact that the skill ceiling with weapons like the crossbow just make it so much more satisfying to use over other guns. And I'm probably gonna end up wanting to go nuclear with it, which is probably a horrible decision, because it's, you know, I'm only gonna be able to shoot one time like every fucking 40 seconds. So either it's going to take me a really long time to get the nuke with it, or it's just not going to happen because, you know, it's so far outclassed by literally everything else. But I think it's worth a shot. I'm definitely going to try and get it dark matter, and try to hit a clip or two with it. But, you know, that's as far as it's probably going to go, you know. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. That is the LW3 Tundra flawless nuclear with 33 kills and no deaths in snipers only TDM. You can see me here trying to get a couple more kills, but it's just not working. Thank you guys for watching the video. Tune back in soon for another nuclear video. Peace out.